based on the views off of yesterday's videos in general, I kind of feel like a pretty healthy chunk of you aren't seeing my videos in your sub boxes, and if that is the case, or if you know someone that is having this problem with any videos ever from anybody, at the top of the YouTube homepage, there is a little view thing in the top right. If you click the view button, it has it default set to highlights because Google and YouTube automatically thinks they know the best thing for you to watch. That's stupid. Change it to everything and then you see everything. So that probably explains where a lot of my videos goes, and as always I do put them in playlists, so you're welcome to go check those out there. But yeah, going on to the match today. It is a Black-White 2 UU match, the second round 2 of the tournament against Rayne, and he brought Rayne, which I found kind of funny, but we're not going to see it until later on in the game. But for now, he's got dudes, I've got dudes, we're going to fight the dudes with the dudes. So he's going to lead off with Darmanitan. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Lantern because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think this is a favorable matchup against just about everything, assuming his Darmanitan doesn't have Earthquake, and I don't really see that anymore. Like, the conventional set that I'm thinking that he probably has doesn't run it. So, I kind of made a fairly large risk, I would assume, just staying in there, but it does let me get the switch initiative because he ends up going for the U-turn, and I end up going for the Volt Switch after I take that U-turn somewhat nicely, and I'm just going to go ahead and go into my Sableye so I can get the Confuse Ray off on this thing, and I can figure out what kind of Togekiss this is. But based on the damage my Volt Switch did from a Lantern with, like, no special attack investment whatsoever, I can kind of assume he's in more offensive spread, and I think he is a Choice Specs spread. I don't know if that is Choice Specs damage, but that's doing a lot. He's I don't fucking know. I didn't know in the tournament, and I don't know now. The one thing I do know about that Darmanitan is that is banded, and we're gonna learn later why that's banded. But I'm gonna go back. I think I double switched. I think that was happening there. So I was like, okay, I can go back out into that because I know he's locked. He's more than likely locked in on Air Slash, and we can just go from there. But just based on the first encounter, if he's bluffing the Earthquake, he's bluffing it very well, but I'm assuming right now, you know, after that first turn, that he doesn't have it again. But because he did see that I do have Volt Switch, I'm actually going to switch it up and go for the Scald, predicting him to go into his Sand Slash, and I nail it right on the money, and I get the burn too. The burn's not really going to be too vital. I guess he just kind of assumed at that point, or he just basically just left it in to die, because, I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter. It does give me the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks later, which I think I might actually do. It's kind of odd for me to, like, actually take out someone else's spinner before they set up rocks and then get them up myself, which is like, what is going on? I don't know. Switch up moves randomly to Ice Beam. I don't really know why, just because, you know, it'll kill it off anyway. So he goes for a Triattack. I think I'm able to take this reasonably well and then Volt Switch out of there, or no, it doesn't kill me off. That was yesterday's game I was thinking of where I got killed by a crit. So Lantern actually doing a couple things today. Got a kill, did some damage to Togekiss, and will prove to be death fodder later because I don't really have the need to heal bell later. But yeah, so going back into Togekiss, looking at my Vegas track, if I am looking correctly, I think this is the portion where it's a dick, but I didn't like black and white it and like speed it up completely because it's stupid, but it's kind of like somewhat relevant stupid, if that makes sense, because Sableye can be really stupid, but sometimes you need to see what happens. So right there, he does like 25% to himself just on the confusion hit, which is like, whoa, you got some big ol' arms hitting yourself on the face. That's fucking choice banded, so that's good to know. I'm going to go ahead and recover on the switch or the attempted hit just because I'm behind a sub. I'm like, why the hell not? So I didn't really know what else to do here. As much as I really wanted to sub up again on the Volt Switch, I remembered at the last moment. I always do this with Prankster Pokes. I end up subbing before the Volt Switch. So I tried to go for the Confuse Ray there because that would have been nice if he did hit himself, but he didn't, and I can just kind of go from here. So Darmanitan comes back in, and I think we're getting near the end of the bullshit here because he's going to go for sub. No, I'm going to go for sub as he goes for Flare Blitz because I know he's choice banded. I don't really want anything to take a Flare Blitz other than Victini, I guess, which is why I decided to switch out right now. I'm really glad he didn't get up Hazards, because look at how much his Flare Blitz is going to do to this fucking Victini. It's at full HP, and I think it does around 50%, which is like, holy shit, that's one of those base 100 quote-unquote cute legendaries, you know, the ones at the end of the Pokedex, or in Victini's case, the beginning, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But they have a bit of natural bulk to them, and I don't really take that all that well. But I am choice scarfed, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Zen Headbutt on the Raikou switching, and that is lovely. Would have done a decent amount to the Darmanitan too if he decided he wanted to stay in for whatever reason. But right here, he kind of looked up from the table and he thought I was going to go ahead and switch out on this turn. I was like, you know what? I'm scarfed with the amount of damage I did to Raikou. I was like, you know what? Fucking why not? I might as well go for another Zen Headbutt. And it turns out he loses his Togekiss right there. Not really too vital to the outcome of the match, but I forgot about this thing. Holy shit. Could have been over at this point. I thought it was out of the tournament, like, assuming he was, like, sub-Calm Mind, but I guess, according to an RMT that somebody said he was looking at, you know, before the game, that this is actually a choice spec set. I didn't know that at the time, which is, I just decided to bring in Claydol, knowing that the worst thing it could possibly do to me was, go for the Shadow Ball, and I was like, okay, you know what, we'll set up rocks, and then I can go for Earth Powers, kind of go from there, but he brings in Kingdra, and I'm like, shit. So, Water Absorb Lantern from yesterday, I was like, I'm going to bring it in now, get some recovery off in case you want to go for the Hydro Pump or the Waterfall or whatever. No, he sets up the Rain Dance first, so I probably should have Earth Powered right there and then switched out to Lantern. But I don't know how well I would have been able to take a Dragon Pulse. I don't know. With like 25% more HP, I'm not 100% on that. And the best thing I probably could have done to retaliate was probably an Ice Beam or a Volt Switch anyway, so whatever. In comes Sableye again. I decide, you know what, I'm probably out of this tournament at this point because Rain Dance is just fucking nasty as hell. So I'm going to go for a Confuse Ray. I should have probably sub-stalled until the rain went away, but I was like, whatever, you know what, if it happens, it happens. I end up getting smacked at that Hydro Pump, and I'm running out of pokes, because I was doing good, I was keeping up my momentum fairly well, and then this thing is just going to knock out one team member after another. There was one thing my team was not prepared for, and it was this. But here we have an interesting development. If you look at the HP, that is not a Heracross's HP. Heracross has a little bit more HP. That is actually my Zoroark, and he thought it was scarfed right there. And that is a bluff that could have cost me the game because he switches in Raikou now. And as I kill it off, that is the only thing faster than Zoroark left on his team unless the rain is up. So it's like there's this, and then I think there was, I think it's just this left actually, and I've got 3 things left. But because the rain is still up, it's still going to be faster. I need something to die here. I decide, you know what, Claydol didn't really do too much. I did set up the, oh, you know what, he still has a fucking Darmanitan left, but it's banded, not scarfed, so woohoo. So we got that. But I think the rain wears out here, and not a turn too soon. This thing was scaring the shit out of me. So I bring in the real Heracross right now, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking go for a close combat. Oh, you know what, he still has got the tail left too. Why did I think that was his last one? I think just because things kind of work out for me at this point, because I go for a close combat after Stealth Rock's damage, not even after Stealth Rock's damage. I was looking like a 2-hit KO anyways. I don't want to miss a Mega Horn, so I figured, fuck it, I might as well go for another one in case he wants to be weird and, you know, go out to Darmanitan predicting the Mega Horn. I was like, you know what, just go for another close combat, that's fine. So this thing ends up dying, end up getting my Moxie boost, and then I space on base speeds, I believe, right here, or maybe I left it, I think I left it in to die, because I knew Zoroark was for sure faster, and I was like, when in doubt, just fucking leave it in, because I know that thing is banded, and as long as I can get a safe switch into Zoroark on either of the 2 things, I should be fine. So these are his last 2, and it turns out he goes for Flare Blitz because of all the HP and all the recoil. It's going to end up taking him out, and that is fantastic. So all we have left is Kingdra versus Zoroark. I think you guys already know where this matchup is going, especially with the amount of HP he has, and he is a Life Orb set as well. I decided to go ahead and go for the sub right here on the off chance he was going to go for something else, like some other random-ass boosting move besides Rain Dance. I don't fucking know. But it turns out he's going to take some Life Orb recoil, which kind of gives me a little bit more assurance. It's like, I don't know how good Zoroark is without the Life Orb, so the extra 10% does give me a nice bit of security, even though from that range it was probably going to end up dying anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm like overestimating or underestimating one of these pokes, but it helped. So Dark Pulse for the win, and that is round 2. So, really had a lot of fun with this game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, oh, it says Shofu because he had Shofu's Sapphire, in case you guys are wondering. But, yeah, that's the game. In case you guys enjoyed it, you are welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, and do your thing. I did upload TCGO a little bit before this, and I think I'm going to have an LP episode, but that's probably going to be delayed a little bit later, so I don't just, like, fucking flood your sub boxes with videos today, because I have 3 planned for today, and that's hot. So, there's that, and I will probably see you guys on next video, whatever. I don't even care. Bye!